cold as a lion with no hair. If you ever see me fighting in the forest with a grizzly bear, help the bear!
Vacation, but Will was there too. It wasn't like it was just August and Jada. No, so I'm like, we just seen him there. He could have went in his cabin all the way across, him and Will and Jada.
Music licensing reimagined.
Hello everyone, welcome to A Sprinkle of Ant. This week I have special guests. Also, I'm joined by Lindsay, a part of the Wild Wednesday crew. She don't need no introduction because you know who she is. But we'll be talking about movies, all things movies. So stay tuned.
Hi, what's up, everybody? My name is Q. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DRAMGIF_.
Hi, everybody. My name is Anika. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Nika_Denelle, NIKA_DENELLE.
What's going on, y'all? My name is Marcus. You can follow me on Instagram at kxng.skinny. You can follow me on Twitter at kxng_skinny. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, King Skinny 11.
And Lindsay wants to be difficult, so I'm going to insert her intro later. So welcome to Wild Wednesday, and we're going to get started on our icebreaker.
Cool. Beans. I'm finally ready.
All right. All right, so it's musical chair. First question. Stayed way too long, floating in and out of consciousness. Who said it? Future, Birdman, Lil Wayne, or Drake?
My man.
Your man?
Ha! My man!
All right.
Don't get cute.
Say Lil Wayne.
I was going to say, dude, that's crazy.
Sounded like something Lil Wayne would say.
Yes.
Wow. Really? Really, guys?
So y'all act like y'all didn't hear Drake say that?
If she just said my man, I would have never known what it was.
You're wild.
All right. Next one, true or false? Alicia Keys says someone's got to take the plea tonight. Who's it gonna be?
Someone's gotta take
The plea.
She said
I was taking the song in my head.
Alicia Keys says
Who said true?
I don't even know the song.
someone's got to take the lead.
Leave.
Y'all some niggas.
Lead.
All right, next question.
Right.
Trap House dropping junkies trying to bust it down just got me a rolly. Damn, I just bust it down. Who is it? Shabazz,
Who?
Glizzy, or Big Pop?
No, not every answer can
Okay,
be
you
possible.
lost me on this one.
Right.
A different genre.
I didn't know it was.
Crab House, junkin'.
Glizzy said Trap
That's
House
not fair. That's not fair.
just got me a rolly. Damn. I just
Who said that?
Next question. All right, Anika.
Right. Nick's up there.
Mark, you need to catch up.
I can't even see my. Can I move this? I can't. That's tough.
All right, next. Who said Melodies from Heaven first?
Melodies from Heaven.
Jesus.
Kirk Franklin or the family?
I think you're trying
The
to trick.
full phrase, or what if he said one word?
Who said it first in the song?
I don't know.
Because I'm like, what song is this?
Ray.
Oh, I got it right.
It wouldn't even let me
The
click
family said
yet.
it.
This is the family.
So,
I knew it was
That's
fair.
not even fair. I didn't get to click yet.
It's not fair because I don't.
I try to give y'all every genre. I don't know what this next question is. I don't remember doing 5.
He's cute. How last place looking for you?
Multi.
Who is top 2 and not number 2?
Oh,
Me.
Beyonce, Queen Bee, BC, Beyonce.
Neither.
Beyonce.
BC birth control.
Right. Who's BC?
Are you fucking serious? Who
Are
calls
you
it
dead ass? Why does BC
Who
count?
calls it BC?
On Homecoming, at the end of her set, they was like, B, y'all. I told you I'm a fan. I know this.
Sorry, I'm uncultured swine.
Right, and I don't even know what song you're talking about.
Beyonce Carter, that makes sense.
Oh, whom in first
Wrong.
place?
Oh, wow. Oh, Lindsay third.
Get it.
Wow.
Let's get it.
Anika second.
At least I'm top 5.
Not number 5.
And not number 5.
Top 5.
Top 2.
I know my music.
Shut up, Marcus. I know my music.
I'm gonna switch.
The Shy Glizzy question helped him for sure.
Well, no one told you to be uncultured.
So today, everyone, we're going to talk about the top 5 movies that we feel that every Black household should have seen. So I'm going to pick Lindsay to go first.
Who?
Lindsay. And another.
Hey.
Hey.
Do you have your top 5?
I haven't found 5.
Okay, do you have top 3?
Yes.
Okay, what's your top 3?
My first one is sorry to bother you is a good one. Sorry not to bother you.
Like that.
Django
Come on.
and The Help.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really like The Help?
I like the help. I like that.
I like
I
that.
thought it was there.
It's not one of my top 5, but those 3 are actually really good.
Eat my shit.
Right. Okay.
My mom let me watch Django for a good little minute. I had to watch that shit on my own.
Should I watch it?
I love Django.
Shit out.
All right.
Criticize.
Marcus, you want to go?
Criticize.
Fresh Friday.
I can't hear you.
Boys in the Hood. The Wood.
That's the one.
I just had the other 2 in mind. I'll throw Black Panther in there. And The Five Bloods.
Black Panther's a good one.
It's so good.
Y'all are naming movies that just came out.
Yeah, I'm naming all old movies on mine.
Same.
Same. I got old movies, but I'll add a new movie. 3.
Yeah.
Who's next?
You.
Go. Okay, I'm gonna go. All right, hold on. So I said Harlem Nights,
Yeah.
The Temptations,
Yeah.
The 5 Heartbeats,
That's the one.
Friday,
Oh, that's a good one.
and any Medea play. The play, not the movie. The play.
We're going to talk about this.
Don't play.
Let's talk about
Okay.
it.
We are in a second, but let's keep. We're going. That's another topic.
Want me to go?
Okay. Q.
I picked Freedom Riders.
Ooh.
Picked
That's a good one.
That was a
Dead
one time.
Presidents.
Mm-hmm.
Juice. Get Out.
Yeah.
Wait, what's my last movie? Juice, Get Out.
We're presidents, bro.
Just Set It Off. No one said Set It Off. I like that movie.
Oh, man.
I can't watch that movie more than once. Okay.
What's the motherfucking procedure.
What's going on for me?
Yeah.
I saw Freedom Riders one time and
You want
called
me
it.
to take this?
Right, so mine is Life,
Ooh, that's a good one.
One.
Head of State,
That's
Yes.
another good one.
Deliverance from Eva. Have y'all seen Deliverance from Eva?
Yes.
Yeah. I seen
With
that one.
LL fine.
Yes. Blue Hill.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen Avenue? And
Yeah.
then
What's the last one? I'm sorry.
Man.
The Best Man.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good one.
Yeah. But he beat up for something that happened in college. Like, bro, you finna marry her tomorrow. Like, what's up? What's wrong?
Look. Okay, it happened in college, but nigga, you're writing about it. We're about to get married.
Dead ass, like without asking nobody.
Right, like
Sneaky. He was sneaking around everything. I'm like, relax, bro. You finna get beat up. And he did.
He did.
the second one.
He did.
He definitely got beat up outside the church, didn't he? In the second one?
He got beat up on the balcony.
All right, so we're gonna go to the second topic. We're gonna talk about your opinion on different like movie producers and their movies. So the first one I want to talk about is Spike Lee.
Okay. Classic, great style. I don't like the show She's Gotta Have It, but I like the OG movie. That's all I gotta say, pretty much.
Isn't Five Bloods Spike Lee?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yes. What's that other movie? I'm sorry, I had to look up one of his movies because I can't remember the name of it.
Like as a person, from the movies that I've seen by him, I would consider myself a fan, especially after seeing the Five Bloods. I was like,
He's tough.
A motherfucking comedy is Spike Lee.
Cool Days.
Yeah. She's Gotta Have It.
She's Gotta Have It was a great movie.
And have y'all seen He's Gotta Have It? Isn't it a
He's Gotta Have It, yeah. It's on Netflix.
I haven't seen that.
It's fairly new. Fairly
Fairly good, huh?
Spike Lee, they're like very like black, like Afrocentric, very
I'm gonna check that out. Let me look at it right now.
like very black culture, down for the people type of movies.
¿Cómo se dice?
Ooh. That was loud.
Okay, so what do y'all think about Tyler Perry?
can I go first?
Ooh, child.
Please go, Marcus, please.
Lindsay took her off mute.
So me and my man was actually talking about this a few weeks ago. So my man's like, he's pretty much a sellout because of like how he portrays black people in his movies, where it's like we always struggle from like
He's very stereotypical.
we see
You know exactly what's gonna happen at every movie.
Just a different
First 5
angle of it.
minutes.
Mm-hmm.
and I felt that, and it's just like it's true because not every black person goes through those like problems that he portrays in the movies.
Exactly.
Like constantly showing that it's like, what are you doing for us? It's like you're just trying to make money at this point.
Right? Somebody ratchet in the movie, some drug dealer, baby mama, drunk.
Prostitute, drug addict.
Like you're selling this. You think
Your kids are missing and now your kids are being taken from you. Like,
I think it's that side of it. And like, when do we ever have any black representation like that before? Like, he really showing you drug addiction, showing all those things that black people do face, but it is a little excessive. But I think it also, on the other hand, it's like, do you want people to represent us, or do you want him to not talk about black issues? Like, there's more to talk about, yes. But
yeah.
It's really hit or miss, because you can say that he does like good work for the black community, but at the same time, it's like he only represents those black people. Like, we don't ever rarely see new cast members in his movies.
For me, I think he, especially early on, tackled a lot of as Q said, issues in the Black community. A lot of things we in the Black community don't talk about, don't speak on, and providing a platform for us to kind of talk about those issues. However, it can get a little excessive with, especially with the Medea thing, with the Medea Halloween and all that other stuff.
Yes,
like,
and then the Boo 1 and 2. Like, come
what
on
is
now.
this? You know what I'm saying?
Like, now she's
but
scary.
I was a fan early on. The plays are fire. I mean, you
Yes,
cannot deny the plays are better than movies could ever be. And that's on period. Okay.
And that's where I get most of my music taste from too. Like he has all the oldies and goodies in his play.
Let me tell you. How did I get married to play? Best songs ever.
He doesn't use consistent characters. Like, the only consistent character in the Medea movies is Medea. Like Medea has been Medea throughout every movie, but throughout every movie, Medea always got like 3, 4, 5 nephews that just came out of nowhere. Like we don't ever see the brother. Like I don't like the family treated me is still confusing. Like I feel like I wish he had like a set like family tree, or maybe have given Medea a TV show so we could get just a little more. But other than that, like the movies are funny as hell. Well, older ones are funny as hell because the newer ones, like Medea's Christmas, like the ones that made it to Hulu, they weren't.
After pissed me off, but I mean, I think that's for everybody.
Yeah.
After that, I was like, yeah, I think I'm done with his movies. After that, I was like, I don't need any more. But I admire what he's done as far as his story and his studio and everything and building himself up.
I think that's one thing that I kind of have to give him props on. He does nowadays, even though like the shows are kind of shitty, I feel like he does give a lot of actors opportunities, a lot of new actors opportunities these days. He has a whole studio. Wakanda was filmed on that studio. He has a lot of opportunities for Black people. I think there's no one out here who literally turned a Navy base or a military base, I don't know what branch it is, into a whole studio.
It was a plantation.
He films everything on there.
Was it a plantation? Was his house?
I'm sorry?
Was his studios a plantation or was his house a plantation?
I don't know. I know his studio was like a military base.
There's actually a TV show on Hulu where he walks around and talks about the studio.
Yeah.
I do know, like, he is, like, changing his story plot, so, I guess because he's in the studio. So, like, on Plus, I love the Oval and Rufus. But it's, like, the you can tell the production is real cheap. Like, you know, like, it just feel like I'm watching a play, like a pre-recorded play.
Facts.
Not even giving me it's recorded in front of a studio audience. It's just... Like he could at least did something like that. Like it's just very like this. The acting is like very theatrical.
The par, it's just like
And you kind of expect it to be that when you watch the shows. Like you're not expecting good acting, or
you're not.
Like, you already know what to like. I feel like after Boo 2, it's like okay, we already expect what the fuck's happening.
Would you agree we can get the content down, but it's like the execution is the problem? Because I feel like now, like the Oval, great storyline plot, the acting is just kind of trash.
Okay.
And I don't be watching his shows. I watched The House of Pain when that came on. That was a fire show. That was a good show. But like all this new stuff, I don't watch that. It doesn't appeal to me at all from the commercials. So.
I can't remember the name of the TV show, but the guy owned a barbershop. No.
That's how.
That's how.
Have y'all seen Medea's cartoon?
No.
It's like a movie.
That's a thing.
No, like it's a cartoon. Like
I've never seen it.
Like it was a show for like maybe 2 episodes.
Oh yeah. I seen that. The Medea's Tough Love.
Comedy Central or like something like that. I'm about to play a clip.
Do it, 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 do it. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Pull up, pull up, pull up.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your next mayor, Mitzi Holiday. Sorry, I'm trying to teach you don't want to listen. Move, babe, I'm sorry.
Stop popping that gum.
Where you think you going?
Let us out of here.
Not until you apologize to the sweet lady and I do it. Y'all better be careful. I just had my fiber.
Sorry, Mel. We're sorry.
Y'all need to take care of this community and everybody in it.
Like you did?
Finally, y'all find the gas pedal, huh?
Mabel Simmons, you're under arrest.
What the what? That's the criminal right there. What did I do?
Well, for starters, excessive damage to public property.
2 bench warrants. What I ever do to a bench?
25 parking tickets.
An unpaid speeding ticket.
Beautiful day, isn't it? Very loud. Nice cool breeze blowing through my hair.
Going to my hair.
But yeah, that
2 bench warrants.
was hilarious. It came on like twice, and I watched it with my mom, and it was funny because they had everybody in there. Like they had a character like Smokey, like DC Youngfly was in it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that was very hilarious. And I like how he's like he uses a lot of like social media famous people in his movies too.
It does. I don't know. I think people are really hard on Tyler Perry, but I also understand what they're saying. But I think they're definitely hard on him. I think he just right now he's working for the white man, so he's like just getting money. Like he's just collecting money off of all this stuff, and I don't think he's putting as much effort as he did with the old plays and with the old movies.
But he also had more money. Like I mean, like not saying he doesn't have money now, but like he had more money back in his movies back then because he was with Lionsgate.
Mm-hmm. Now he has his own shit. I feel like he's trying to be cheap.
He's like, oh, I ain't pay for all them cameras.
You get 2 cameras.
Have you ever seen X-Files?
Fix it up real quick. Get the tripod and the ring light. Let's go.
Not the ring light.
But all right. So the next producer is Shonda Rhimes.
Ooh, very good.
I love Shonda Rhimes because first of all, Scandal.
Scandal is fire.
The show from 2012 till it ended.
What else has she done?
She did How to Get Away with Murder.
Private Practice. How to Get Away with Murder.
Mm-hmm.
She was in her bag with that one.
Practice is a spinoff of Grey's Anatomy or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot. But, yeah.
Yeah, the Spanish Grey's Anatomy.
Interesting.
Her shows last a very long time.
Yeah, she makes like generational.
I had to fall off at Grey's Anatomy. I was like, all right, this is old.
It's a lot. It's a lot of my mental.
Yeah. I fell off at Grey's Anatomy in like high school.
It's so sad.
You know,
Princess
she made other shows for me to watch. So, you know.
You heard me?
What'd you say?
Wrote Princess Diaries too.
What?
Oh.
Okay, sis was in her bag.
Like, God created him. Like, I mean, he created Beyonce. Talented. Very talented.
Diaries, that's tough. Out of everything you just said, you said Princess Diaries. I was like,
but
that's what we're most excited for. Princess Diaries.
Princess Diary 2 was
There's a black woman who ran the Oval Office.
Like, how can you go wrong?
Princess Diaries is better.
I'm sorry.
Scandal was crazy though. Like, she really
Mhm.
had her out here fucking the president.
I was watching Scandal like back to back to back. Like I watched all of that in the series of like a few weeks.
When it came, like when it was on TV, I was watching it like every Thursday. Okay.
I didn't even get into it until like
Okay.
Scandal is one of those things where everybody's talking about it and it's so popular that I didn't want to watch it. So I didn't watch it at the time. And then one day I was sitting here, I was like, I'm going to watch it. And I could not stop. Like, I was in between classes on my Netflix app, like, what's happening next?
No, I used to like when I started watching it, it was on maybe like the third season. So like the first and second season, I would be watching one episode and I'd look it up and be like, what did Olivia do to the president in episode 3? So I could prepare myself. Once she got kidnapped, that was like, oh, y'all really getting deep into this stuff.
Nothing was the same after that.
Yeah, that was like Rihanna after Chris Brown.
Not Good Girl Gone Bad. But really,
president, she done ran 3-6. Was it B613?
B613.
Yeah.
369. Damn, you fine.
One more time. Sorry.
All right, so
flashback.
I have up here.
Oh God.
He said that last activity hour had me like,
Nick. Had me like.
Is it Frozen? All right, so the next director that I have is Jordan Peele.
Oh,
genius. Absolute genius.
I like him.
Absolute genius.
Like even from
like
back,
how this man only put out 2 movies and both
Two.
of them are iconic.
like
Both of them.
Both.
Hill Days.
It still got people like, I don't know what this means. I'm not sure what this means. Like, people are debating heavily about this every day.
Nigga.
Every time I watch it, it's a new theory. Well, Get Out. What the fuck? Get Out. I like it, but I didn't like it. Us, I was shook. I was like,
Us had me shook.
Holding their hands. I'm like, I was scared. Like, I was like, what if this shit is about to happen? Like, what if this is real? Like, what if I have a tablet?
I think he's definitely mastered like direction of a movie, the writing of a movie, making sure that it's a conversation and that you kind of have to go back every single time to watch it over and over again because you're gonna miss stuff. You're gonna overlook.
For sure.
It's not gonna make sense the first time, and he literally creates his movies that way, so people have to keep on watching them and watching them and watching them. And people are still talking about Get Out to this day, and it came out when I was like in high school.
I remember watching Get Out the first time and then watching it the second time and realizing that Lakeith Stanfield was him at the beginning of the movie who got snatched up. I was like, wait a minute. How did I forget what happened in the beginning of the movie? You completely forget. Like, it's crazy.
And he knew too. He knew he was gonna get fucked up. Sick.
And he does good casting. Like, he casts people that you have not seen in the movies necessarily before, but they do a amazing job. Like, casting is fire.
Casting on point, literally. The guy that was doing the running in the Get Out, he's a former NFL player. And he was like, he took that like twice. He got like twice and sprained his ankle trying to do that scene.
Wow. Now that's commitment.
That's commitment.
Okay.
My name is SPN, and you're watching Disney Channel.
Are you done?
I'm just excited to see what he's gonna what he has next. Like, Candyman's gonna come out.
That's lit.
He's just started. Like, that's what's exciting about it. He just started. So there's so much more to go as far as seeing what he has to provide.
think what I like about him most is how fast he like mastered the art of suspense. Like in Get Out and Us, like suspense was really crazy. Get Out,
I knew it was gonna
I ain't gonna lie, I was low key scared. But it's
Had
not
you on the edge of your seat the entire time.
like when dude was running and then turned off to the right or something. I was like, when I first saw that jam, I was low key like,
Like,
that was actually funny.
when the scene when he's on the couch and he's getting ready to like go into his sunken place, the teeth triggered me. I'm like, this is a little triggering how she's like ready to hallucinate this guy or whatever she's finna do. And he goes to the sunken place and then wakes up like nothing happens. And then he's like, did your mom like hypnotize me the other night? And she's like, no. She pissed me off the entire time. How can you keep up this act? How can you keep up this act? The entire relationship. She's like bullshitting this guy. And she's like, I don't know where the keys are. I don't know where the keys are. Rose, give me the fucking keys.
Man, black people in the theater was going stupid. Okay?
I was like, give them the keys.
That's part of the theater experience, and that's what I miss about going to the movies is the audience. Like, y'all all watching it together, even though you don't know each other, and it's just like, this is crazy. This is wild.
Watching it together.
Mm-hmm.
Going through the motions of the movie, especially with us. I think we're all just a little thrown off by the concept that Lupita was not who she was. And I think that
the
part,
whole time, like,
the end,
off jump.
like,
bitch.
When they did that little switch, I was like, I swear I was the only one in the theater who caught that. I was like, nah, y'all seen that? And they were like, what just happened? I'm like, bro.
Me and Lynn, a whole A2 actually went to go see it together. And we were all in there like fucking shook, bro. Like shook. The whole movie theater.
We saw it like at the little premiere joint or whatever. And the ending, I was like, yeah. I saw us like maybe 3 times.
I was shook by the ending.
Yeah.
I was shook.
And she was like dancing and shit and like ducking from her. I was just like, okay, calm down.
The fact that the son figured it out was like the trippy part for me.
Yes.
When he started,
that was
nigga, get in the car. I'm like, he gets out the car.
Chills,
like,
okay.
And he backs up and like I think he figured it out. He actually figured it out when they was in the closet together. But his brain started working when he saw that he was there, the big old fire, and he was like, well, I guess he's just gonna die today. But I'm like, that's trippy how he figured it out before the little daughter or the dad figured it out.
But imagine knowing that you grew up with a mom that was your mom, but won't really your mom. Like you grew up with the evil mom, but you thought she wasn't evil, and then your like what?
I knew something was off when she was snapping off beat. I'm like,
yes.
Get on the beat.
You know, they was trying to put the little boy out
a minute of the movie.
Too. I'm just like,
get on the beat.
Please. Everybody know I got 5 on it, okay? Like,
and she was
like, what's that mean? I'm on it. The way he slowed that down scarred me for life.
What he does with the soundtrack, like, I don't know who he recruits, but the soundtrack, the music,
top notch.
Up here.
Top 2 and it's not number 2.
Okay.
Get Out was a great soundtrack too. He had Childish Gambino in the intro.
A movie's nothing without a soundtrack.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
It definitely gives you
nothing without the music. Absolutely nothing. Okay.
It's another setting. It's another mood, another vibe that it gives the movie. It sets the tone for what the movie is.
Last topic.
Sorry.
But I do have one more director for you guys? Before we move on.
Who that is? Who's next?
How do y'all feel about the Wayne brothers?
What?
The
The
Wayne?
Wayne brothers.
It's been a while.
Brothers.
That's what we're doing now.
Give me a high five. Cut.
Give me a high five.
All right, you're a little late.
Okay.
We
All
don't-
right.
I love them. I think they're all very talented.
Whole family.
They've done
White chicks, nigga. Iconic.
Okay, Little Man,
Iconic.
chicks.
I'm trying to think of one.
Scary Movie,
Haunted House.
Haunted House.
Dance Flick.
Nigga.
Isn't that the
Yes, it's sweet.
Scary.
that movie? When she was breakdancing and the baby slid out and was like,
They're hilarious. Like every single one of them.
yeah.
And it came from nothing. Like they literally came from nothing. And to see all of them blossom into what they are today is like beautiful. Especially Marlon.
Yeah, I feel like Marlon don't get enough credit.
He don't. And he's hilarious.
They're the definition of everybody eats.
Mm-hmm.
My Wife and Kids is gotta be one of my favorite TV shows.
Oh, Don't Be a Menace.
Nigga. Ashtray.
Like,
what's the joint?
fucking hair and shit.
That whole movie was like wild to another level. The scene when they're in the party and like it's like the screen pans and it's a naked couple just like dancing in the party.
Yes, and they just fucking on the side.
Fucking in the party. I'm like, Jesus, they outside. Come on.
Love them.
Nah, but
Love
it's the movie with Damon Wayans and he was the drill sergeant.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Major Pain.
Major Pain. I said Sergeant Pain.
And he said if he in there, he ain't happy. He blew that closet up. Blew that closet up for that man.
Yeah.
Go, Tiger, go. Go. That movie is funny. I like that movie. Go, go, go. Go, who's next?
We're drinking.
All right, so
Are we drinking, Lindsay? One moment.
A nice wine.
Oh, you drink wine? I got that hen dog. You know.
I got that
Oh,
Henny.
the Henny?
What is this bitch Lindsay doing?
our next topic,
I'm on me, sis.
we're going to talk about soundtracks. So the first soundtrack I want to talk about, well, we're going to talk about like soundtrack plus like soundtrack from like. So the first one I want to talk about
Hello?
Hello?
What?
I'm asking Ant what he say because he was blacking out.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Now, yeah.
I said we're going to talk about movie soundtracks and we're also going to talk about sequels. So like Black Panther. I want to talk about Black Panther first. Oh fuck! I forgot you didn't have the when I saw the cut. I was like,
Ooh, the cat.
but I want to talk about Black Panther first because I know Kendrick Lamar did the first soundtrack, but I heard that Beyonce is doing the second one.
Really?
I heard that too.
Beyonce?
Queen, so how do y'all feel? Because I'm bringing her up again.
I'm excited.
Well, I like the Lion King soundtrack, so I think she could body a soundtrack.
For Black Panther,
I really hope she comes hard for Black Panther soundtrack because literally every song Kendrick put out was not a skip.
like if like Beyonce's going to do that, she has to outdo Kendrick. And
Yes.
Lamar. Like,
And when we say outdo, we mean like features.
like outdo.
Y'all don't
Yes.
think Beyonce can produce a top tier soundtrack?
I think she definitely can. She did it with Lion King.
Oh, that wasn't even the Lion King soundtrack. She said, "I'm gonna take the name."
The Lion King.
Yeah, my shit too.
Exactly.
I didn't even watch the live action Lion King. I thought it was too cringe.
Live action Lion King. Acting wise, Beyonce. I think the Lion King was a little hype. I like her in the Dreamgirls though.
That was. Oh, she bodied in Dreamgirls, baby.
But I think the sound. I think she gonna kill this soundtrack. I'm sorry, but
For Wakanda 2?
yeah,
Why?
The first song just needs to snap, and if the first song snaps, then the whole soundtrack will be good.
I say like she just needs like that one song like King's Dead was for the first one. Like she just needs a track that's gonna stand out like that.
And Kendrick had staples. He had great songs.
And he has SZA.
Who else?
I
We
feel
were
like
singing that song for
vibe
months.
matches the Black Panther
Yeah.
feel of the movie. Like, he was the perfect person to go with as far as matching that aesthetic, that vibe, that feel to go with the movie.
I agree 100%.
Should have been asked to do the second one. I'm sorry, y'all. I haven't drunk in a while, so I'm feeling.
And over there feeling that shot. My shit with my nose.
Not
like
crack.
a crack.
My plug asked me, "Do I do crack?" But I'll tell y'all about that later.
Oh my god.
But who do y'all think did the second?
We just gonna move on. Okay.
We'll get to that later. Let me see.
How do I feel about the second Black Panther?
I feel like they should have gave it to ASAP Mob.
For the second Black Panther soundtrack?
Or Dreamville, or like J. Cole and them.
And
I don't know.
Wait, we still talking about Black Panther, right?
Yes.
Oh.
Or
I
Migos.
can see.
No, I could.
I can see.
I
You
just
just
really
gotta. You just gotta put more. You just gotta put more singing for Dreamville than actually rapping, because if you put somebody like Boss on that joint, it's gonna be crazy.
Stupid. I don't know. I don't even know how about it being a second Black Panther.
Megan or City
Same, really. I don't know if we need a second Black Panther, but as far as the soundtrack, I want it to be African inspired. You know what I'm saying? I think they went with Beyonce for the second Black Panther soundtrack specifically because she went so far back into our African roots for The Gift. And that's pretty much probably what they were going for as far as soundtracks go. But I can't think off the top of my head like somebody else who I would want to do the soundtrack. But I know I would want it to be in that realm. Like, it has to, be connected to African culture, but, still have like that dark, gritty griminess to it as well,
Well, like that. Yeah, I'm just not really sold on two Black Panthers.
They need to ask Lauryn Hill to finally show up to the studio.
If she show up, that's what I'm saying. She show up.
And produce a couple songs. Like, we could get the Fugees. They could do a bomb soundtrack. They got the singing, the rap, the urban, all that.
You can get a Tribe Called Quest.
Yes.
Ooh, a Tribe Called Quest would be good, actually.
Very tough.
They should. I think they definitely should have expanded the. I don't think they should just stick to Beyonce on the album. I think Beyonce could blow this album out the park. But just sitting here and just thinking about what kind of movie Black Panther is, I feel like she could do good for like Princess and the Frog, or like a fairy tale type of movie.
We need another one of those because I don't appreciate her being a frog 85% of the movie.
Yeah, but I think Beyonce would be good with like fairy tales and like movies like that. When it comes to like superhero action movies, I think that's not her category.
She gotta come hard if so.
Yeah.
That's it.
She can't have that like bougie voice when she like if she's a sister for that joint. She can't come with that like, oh.
Alright, we're not gonna act like Beyonce can't have some bass in her voice because she ring the alarm.
She deep, baby. She deep.
But I completely agree as far as her not necessarily matching up with action films. Beyonce and action films don't seem like they match to me
at all.
That's like asking to make the Transformer soundtrack.
I mean, the closest to action is Austin Powers in the Goldmember, okay, that was a fire soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? She sung on that. But
she did that. And that was also like a funny movie as well. So it's very lighthearted. The Black Panther and the second one, that's some heavy shit.
Yeah. We don't even know if you're gonna like the movie yet. Let us. We gotta make sure that's gonna be fire first.
Exactly.
All right, so the next movie soundtrack we're gonna talk about is Waiting to Exhale.
Ooh, that's completely fire. No one's touching it. That is neo soul to its core, and that's all I have to say about it.
Faith is on that bitch. Faith Evans on that bitch a few times.
D'Angelo.
Randy.
Let me just pull it up because
Ooh, that's a good soundtrack right there.
Like movie I haven't seen.
Marcus, I really need you to get on it.
You haven't seen it?
Nope.
Like
use a motherfucking improper influence.
Oh my goodness, you can't even see them. What the fuck? Can y'all?
I can now.
Yeah, I'm looking
at name some artists out there. Spit on.
So I got Exhale by Whitney Houston.
Mm-hmm.
I got Why Does It Hurt So Bad by Whitney. Sitting in My Room by Brandy. Let It Flow, Toni Braxton. It Hurts Like.
Oh, love me some Tony.
This How It Works, TLC.
We love TLC.
Not Gonna Cry, Mary J. Blige.
That one just hit different.
They got Shaka Khan, SWV, Patti LaBelle, CeCe Winans, all female.
Faith Evans.
Right.
I'm looking at the writers for the soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Babyface is literally
Babyface, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That soundtrack was definitely A+. It fit the movie. It fit the movie perfectly.
Is City.
Who?
What city?
New Jack City.
New Jack City.
The sound.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen that movie, so I can't.
Behind and Lost in the Sauce.
Not Lost in the Sauce.
So on this soundtrack, we got Ice-T, Guy, Johnny Gibb, Sweat,
Johnny,
and Levert, Queen Latifah, Color Me Bad, Essence, Two Live Crew. Yeah.
Bitch, that motherfucker say Tina Marie, bitch.
Ooh, we love Tina Marie.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
That is a white girl who can sing. Tell you. Fire and desire. Okay. Square biz. Okay. Square biz. I'm talking to you, baby. Square biz. I'm talking now.
Okay, well, I have is Purple Rain.
Ooh, fire. Purple rain. When doves cry. Come on. Maybe I'm just like my mother.
Okay.
Never satisfied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would die for you. Yeah. That's such. The soundtrack is like, it's him, so you can't really go wrong with that.
Exactly.
Nothing go wrong with that. His story is very sad. Very, very sad. Very, very sad.
Great movie. Great movie.
It's
Great
so beautiful to him that I really like. It feels like a documentary almost.
That's
A biography.
a really good one.
An autobiography.
Right, like he literally played himself. Like if Beyonce did a movie, she would literally have to play herself.
Right. There's no one out here.
Not a soul.
Not a soul.
And get a celebrity to play. I mean, an actress or actor to play.
Wow, Purple Rain was a good soundtrack for sure. I should go now. Purple Rain.
Purple Rain.
I don't know how to play the guitar.
Another soundtrack I want to talk about is the Shark Tale soundtrack.
What is on the Shark? All I know is Car Wash. Okay. What is on the Shark Tale soundtrack?
Working at the car wash.
I
haven't seen Shark Tale since it came out.
Maybe rapping on that.
I'm not saying it's not a good movie. It's a good movie, but I seen it when it came out, and that's it.
Three Little Birds.
Oh, yeah, Bob Marley's on there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Timbaland.
Like Missy Elliott, Bob Marley, like
Gold Digger.
They got Mary J. Back at it again.
India Ari, like this is a black ass.
They got Gold Digger on there.
I said that.
You did, my bad. Mine. Some of my best friends are sharks. Truly.
I'm so weak.
They're great.
Sounds great. Do y'all have any soundtracks that y'all like from movies?
I don't know. I like The Wood as a whole. The Wood as a whole, but I think they have a good soundtrack as well because it's very 90s. It's very like the era of what it is. I think that's important too. Like certain movies, I feel like if you're based in the 90s or whatever, it should feel like the 90s. It should feel like, that all throughout the movie. And I think The Wood does that for sure.
My favorite Disney movie with the best songs is Mulan, and You Can't Tell Me Any Different. That's how I feel.
The first Mulan or the
first Mulan?
Oh, yeah, the first Mulan soundtrack is amazing.
Okay, like all the songs slap, like every single one.
Very straight back.
Okay. Reflection, a man worth fighting, a girl worth fighting for.
Hey, go.
Like,
I'll make a man out of you.
I'll make a man out of you is top 2, not number 2, bro. Like, come on. And I know every song word for word. Next, I got Cars. Okay, Life is a Highway. What else do I